Good evening, Ethan back for another beer review, and I'm going to be reviewing tonight. I'm excited about this one. From Founders Brewing Company, the Maple Mackinac, KBS. It looks like Mackinac, but it's actually Mackinac. It's French. It's an island in the upper peninsula of Michigan on Lake Huron, I believe. Founders Brewing Company out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've had a lot of their products. I love them all. KBS, Breakfast Stout, Backwoods Bastard. I haven't had the espresso yet, the espresso one, but I saw it when I got this, but I didn't get it. I'll get that one next for sure. This debuted in fall of 2020, this year. It's a new product from Founders. I think it debuted in the tap rooms on October the 8th, and they distributed it to every state except Mississippi. I saw on foundersbrewing.com. So for whatever reason, they didn't send it to Mississippi. But I'm glad to get it here. I don't know how long it's been on our store shelves in Georgia, but not long if it debuted in October. I got a 4-pack for $21.99, so not cheap, but you expect to pay that with a Imperial Stout. That's pretty typical. And it being a newer product too. Hopefully it'll come down in price over the next few years, but we shall see. It gets a 99 on Beer Advocate, a world class. They love it. A lot of reviews for it already, as recent as it is that it's come out. It's 11% alcohol. This particular bottle was bottled on 10/14/20. So pretty fresh, but a beer like this, you can cellar. It will age. And at the store I got it at, the bottle shop, it was at room temperature. It wasn't in the cooler. Most beers like this, they do sell from the sales floor that aren't refrigerated. And I put it in the fridge when I came home, but the last 20, 30 minutes or so, I have had it in the room, so it is getting warmer towards room temperature. Imperial Stout with Mackinac Fudge Coffee, maple syrup, and chocolate, aged in Oak Bourbon Barrels. So I'm very excited about this. I had to get it, a little up there in price, but you, again, expect to pay that with A, a Founders product, and B, an Imperial Stout. Let's go ahead and get into it. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's get a pour. Very, very large head. Man, it's almost overflowing. That's bigger than like a fist head. That's huge. Massive head. Deep chocolate, dark chocolate on the aroma. Little coffee, chocolate coffee perhaps. Wow, it is a really nice aroma. Very rich, robust aroma. Mackinac Fudge. Apparently in that area, that's a specific kind of fudge they make. I bet that's good. Ooh. So, yeah. Head's taken a while to die down. Founders Brewing Company itself was started in 1997. So, relatively newer brewing company. But man, like I said, everything I've had from them has been wonderful. Such a nice aroma. Predominantly, like I said, coffee, dark chocolate. Do I get any maple? Maybe. Maybe kind of a caramel, like a caramel chocolate, like a caramelly chocolate type treat, candy, something sort of to that effect. Well, I can't wait. Let's go ahead and try it. Wow, there's a whole lot going on here. The first initial sip is very sweet and chocolate forward, right? And then as I swallow, as it goes down, it's very warming, and you sort of get that oak barrel note, the bourbon barrel notes. It's kind of warming going down the throat, esophagus, whatever you want to call it. It has a nice, smooth, creamy, rich, chocolatey flavor. Very delicious beer. From the legendary Founders Brewing Company. That head is just sticking around. And the appearance, I didn't do that. I forgot. Dark black, dark brown. Can't see my hand through it. It's completely non-see-through. The head was a dark khaki, light brown, chestnutty kind of color, perhaps. Delicious beer. It's kind of a sipper. But I will say, for 11% alcohol, the alcohol is masked exceptionally well. It's not upfront. It's not overwhelming. It's not boost forward. There is a roundness and a smoothness and an all-around drinkability for such a high ABV Imperial Stout. It surprisingly, it's not overly sweet either. Some stouts and porters that I've had are a little too sweet for me. That's just a personal preference. I don't like a whole lot of overwhelming sweetness, but I do like a little, especially with something with this much alcohol. You need some sweet to help balance the taste out of the beer, and this is perfect, nearly perfect in that regard. You have a good mix of bitterness with sweet, and they marry well, and neither one kind of overwhelms the other. So it's such a nice drinking experience because of that. Another gem, another knock it out of the park for Founders. Another good beer from them. I would get this again. But $21.99 for a 4-pack. I'm not a billionaire. I wouldn't get it often. This is sort of a treat beer for me. This is something I would get probably, a couple times a year, not every week. This is not a weekend drinker. It's a little up there in price, but it is absolutely a treat. Fermented beverage, It is delicious. What would I score this? I'm going to go 100 out of 100. I don't think I've given one yet. I don't think that's, overdoing it or being too high with the score. This is a delicious beer. I'm going to get a little more. It's everything a stout should be and more, really. It is world class. Yeah, sure, there could possibly be better beers out there, but I haven't tried them yet. So for now, I'm giving this bad boy an 100. It's delicious. A sipper, take your time drinking it. 11% ABV. Don't want to get crazy. Drink responsibly. I'm not for advocating, bad habits or abuse of alcohol. Sip this one. Take your time with it. One at night is enough, and that's all I'm going to drink. It's delicious. It's filling. It's actually 320 calories per 12-ounce serving. 320 calories. That's a heavy, heavy beer. It's a dessert. It's like drinking a brownie, drinking a chocolate cake, et cetera, et cetera. Thick, heavy body, great dessert, top of the night, kind of after dinner beer. It's delicious. 100 out of 100 for the Founders KBS. It is a success for Founders Brewing out of Michigan. They continue to impress with their excellent beers. Thank you for watching. Cheers, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.